Hello, welcome to Exam Dos, my dear friends. I'm back again with another session for all of you. And this time I'll be talking about how to attempt the GATE test series effectively. That is how to get maximum output from the GATE test series to get the best rank in the GATE exam. But before I start the topic, make sure that you all like the session, share the session as much as possible. Now, why is test series important, beta? First of all, take one thing out of your mind. Test series is not just about the content. It's not just about the questions that you are facing, but it is about simulating the actual exam environment. It is about feeling the same thing that you are going to feel in the examination hall. तो बहुत से बच्चों को लगता है यार कि क्वेश्चन फेस करना है, क्वेश्चन करना है, इसीलिए हम टेस्ट सीरीज दे रहे हैं। नहीं, टेस्ट सीरीज आपको बहुत सारी चीजें सिखाती है. इट फील मेक्स यू फील द सेम वे दैट यू विल फील इन द एक्चुअल एग्जाम. सो इट टीचेस यू एग्जाम टेम्परामेंट, दैट इज what how to control your emotions during the exam, how to make sure your mind is not getting distracted during the exam. तो ये चीज बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि बहुत से बच्चे जब पढ़ाई करते हैं, क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, तो उनके दिमाग में हजार तरह के ख्याल आते हैं. बट अपने माइंड को ऑन ट्रैक रखना, फोकस्ड रखना, ये चीज आपको टेस्ट सीरीज सिखाती है. हाउ टू बैलेंस योर स्पीड एंड एक्यूरेसी. सम पीपल माइट हैव वेरी हाई एक्यूरेसी, बट दे माइट बी वेरी वेरी स्लो इन सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम्स. Or some people might be very fast, but they might be committing a large number of errors. In both these cases, beta, you are going to score less marks. So test series will help you improve in both the aspects, that is improving the speed as well as improving the accuracy. Then, beta, whenever you give a test, you get to know your strengths and weaknesses so that you can improve your weaker areas. तो आपको अगर मालूम चलता है कि पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट में कोई पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक है जो दिक्कत दे रहा है, तो आप पिन पॉइंट रिवीजन कर सकते हैं. सी, many people might be doing revision, but sometimes the revision is very vague. We are revising the things that we already know about. But rather than that, we should always focus on revising the things that we are not good at. And how to know the things that we are not good at? By attempting the test series. जितना ज्यादा आप टेस्ट दोगे बेटा, उतना ज्यादा आपको आइडिया लगेगा कि किन चीजों में आप अच्छे हो, किन चीजों में आप कमजोर हो, ताकि अपनी कमजोरियों पे आप काम कर पाए. It makes you understand the time management. What time should you dedicate to the aptitude section? What time should you dedicate to the technical section? Are you spending too much of a time on a single problem? When should you move on? क्योंकि कई बार क्या होता है, हम किसी क्वेश्चन में अटक जाते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा टाइम निकल जाता है और उस चक्कर में आगे के सवाल हमारे गलत हो जाते हैं. तो ये सारी चीजें हमको टेस्ट सीरीज समझाती है कि आप कहां पे स्ट्रैटेजी वाइज गलती कर रहे हो, कैसे आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट खराब हो रहा है और कैसे आप उसको बेटर कर सकते हो. एंड वन मोर थिंग बेटा, many people have a fear of the timer. When they see the timer ticking on the screen, they start feeling pressure and they start committing errors. They start committing silly mistakes. So test series will make you get used to that timer and will reduce that timer pressure. ये जो स्क्रीन पे टाइमर चलता रहता है ना, इसके चलते कई बच्चे इतना ज्यादा दबाव में आ जाते हैं कि गलती के बाद गलती करते चले जाते हैं. तो उस टाइमर के डर को कैसे मैनेज करना है, कैसे एग्जाम के प्रेशर को मैनेज करना है, कैसे सिली मिस्टेक्स को मिनिमाइज करना है, ये चीज आपको टेस्ट सीरीज सिखाती है. एंड वंस यू स्टार्ट परफॉर्मिंग वेल इन द टेस्ट सीरीज, इट विल इंप्रूव योर कॉन्फिडेंस. ओके, but remember beta, this should not be our major objective to improve our confidence. Why? Because it is a double edged sword. दो धारी तलवार है. If you do not do well in your test series, your confidence may go down. If you do well, your confidence may go up. So don't make your confidence dependent on the test series. Remember, test series is to make you learn, to help you improve, to make you analyze your weaker areas. ये आपको सुधार करने में मदद करेगी. ये जजमेंट नहीं है. आपके टेस्ट सीरीज के रिजल्ट्स पे कोई आपको जज नहीं कर रहा है, कोई ये नहीं डिसाइड कर रहा है कि आप सिलेक्ट हो पाओगे या नहीं हो पाओगे. Nobody is giving you a rank based on the test series. Nobody is deciding your future on the basis of test series. So test series is for own use. है ना। टेस्ट सीरीज आपके खुद के इस्तेमाल के लिए, आपके खुद के एनालिसिस के लिए, आपकी खुद की अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए है। तो डोंट गेट डिप्रेस्ड सीइंग द लेस रिजल्ट इन द टेस्ट सीरीज, बट लर्न फ्रॉम दोज रिजल्ट्स एंड मेक श्योर यू डू बेटर व्हेन यू अटेम्प्ट द टेस्ट नेक्स्ट टाइम। अपनी गलतियों से सीख करके अगले टेस्ट में और बेहतर परफॉर्म कीजिए। तो बेटा, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ टेस्ट you should give? Other than subject test and full length test, right now in most of the test series, you will also get part test. What are these part tests? Sometimes, beta, the chapters or subjects are divided into chapters. So you can attempt the test of each chapter. Like suppose machines has 4 units, transformer, DC, synchronous induction. So if you are getting individual tests for each chapter, so once you complete a chapter, you can attempt the chapter test for more detailed analysis as to understand that even inside the transformers, which topics you are good at and which topics are your weakness. अगर चैप्टर के अंदर घुस के देखना है कि कौन से टॉपिक आपके स्ट्रेंथ और कौन से वीकनेस हैं, तो वो आपको चैप्टर टेस्ट से समझ आता है। What about the subject wise test? Subject wise test you can give once you have completed a subject or you have completed the revision of each subject. तो जैसे मान लीजिए सपोज यू हैव रिवाइज्ड इंजीनियरिंग मैथमेटिक्स, यू कैन अटेम्प्ट 1 or 2 सब्जेक्ट टेस्ट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स, और इफ यू हैव स्टडीड मैथमेटिक्स फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम एंड योर सिलेबस ऑफ मैथ्स इज कंप्लीटेड, still you can attempt 1 or 2 tests of the engineering mathematics. So these subject wise tests after completing the subject and after completing the revision of a subject. Then full length test you can start in 4-5 months before the exam if you have already completed the syllabus. So this advice is for those people who are already near the syllabus completion. Otherwise, those who are struggling with the syllabus completion or they are learning for the first time, they can attempt the full length test around mid of December or even in January. Okay. तो ऐसा प्रेशर मत लीजिएगा सर सितंबर अक्टूबर से ही स्टार्ट करना है। बहुत से बच्चे ऐसे भी होते हैं, कहते हैं सर मेरा सिलेबस कंप्लीट होने वाला है, ये एडवाइस उनके लिए है। बाकी जिन्हें टाइम लगेगा वो दिसंबर जनवरी में भी कर सकते हैं। एंड लास्ट 2 months, लास्ट 1 month और लास्ट 3 month डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर सिलेबस कंप्लीशन शुड बी रिजर्व फॉर टेस्ट सीरीज एंड रिवीजन। तो जिसका जैसे सिलेबस कंप्लीट होता है आखिरी का मिनिमम 1 महीना और मैक्सिमम 3 महीना सिर्फ रिवीजन और टेस्ट सीरीज को डेडिकेट करना चाहिए। तो आई विल से 1 to 3 months। ओके, नाउ व्हाट टाइप ऑफ टेस्ट सीरीज? बेटा टॉपिक वाइज टेस्ट एज आई टोल्ड फॉर माइक्रो प्रैक्टिस, फॉर इवन गेटिंग इनसाइड अ सब्जेक्ट, गेटिंग टू नो inside a chapter also which topics are your strong and which topics are your weakness. Subject test to know the coverage of a subject, like how good you are at a particular subject. Then mixed subject test. Many test series will be offering you mixed subject test like machines plus power system test, maths plus aptitude test. So that helps you understand how to attempt multiple subjects at a time. See what happens is when you are studying, when you are watching video lectures, when you are learning concept, you are focused on one subject at a time. But inside the GATE exam, you will be facing 10 to 12 subject at a time. So you must get a habit of handling multiple subjects at a time, and this mixed subject test will help you develop that quality. And full length test, these are the most important because they help you understand the actual exam pattern, the exam environment, help you understand the exam temperament. That is, it can also help you analyze your strengths and weakness. So beta, don't just see your score, check the result. That is checking money, go to each question, which questions you did a mistake in, which questions did you not attempt, what was the cause behind the error, why could you not attempt a particular question. Okay. So wrong answer, you have to check whether the answer has a conceptual mistake or it has a silly mistake. Because silly mistake implies that you have to improve your exam temperament. So when you are committing silly mistakes, it is an indicator that you are still not mentally ready to face the exam pressure. So this implies you have to build your exam temperament. Okay. So this you can do by attempting more tests. or more actual exams also. If you can fill more forms and appear for more exams, you can actually get to understand and feel better inside the examination hall. Conceptual error. Conceptual error means you need revision. Then check the unattempted question. Why were you not able to attempt? Was the time insufficient or the knowledge insufficient? Because if the knowledge was insufficient, we need revision. If the time was insufficient, we need better management of time. Make sure your accuracy is more than 80% and you should have a mistake notebook to revise regularly. So this should have common mistakes, not each and every mistake. The mistake that you feel or a conceptual error which you feel you can repeat or something that is confusing for you. Okay. कोई ऐसा कंसेप्चुअल एरर है जो लगता है कि आगे भविष्य में दोहराया जा सकता है या वहां पे आके आप अटकते हो, कंफ्यूज होते हो, उसको मिस्टेक नोटबुक में आप रख सकते हो. देन बेटा subject to September, October, those people who are completing their syllabus already, they can give 1 or 2 tests per week. Okay. November, December, you can increase the frequency, and January, you should attempt at least one alternate day, one full test every alternate day. So this is for all aspirants. In January, you should attempt a test every alternate day, beta. So try to complete minimum 10 to 15 mock test. And in the last 10 days, our focus should not be on the test series. Our focus should be on revision. Okay. So even if you do not attempt any test in the last 10 days, it is fine. So this revision is more important. So revise mistake notes, short notes, and full notes also once. मिस्टेक नोट्स, फुल नोट, शॉर्ट नोट, सब कुछ चार्ट डालना, एक बार पूरा बढ़िया से रिवीजन कर लेना बिफोर गोइंग फॉर द एक्चुअल एग्जाम. तो नाउ बेटा ऑलवेज अटेम्प्ट द एग्जाम इन द एग्जाम स्लॉट टाइमिंग. So right now you can give either 9 to 12 or 2:30 to 5:30, and once admit cards are out, once you actually know your examination slot, then follow that slot only. Practice with virtual calculator. ठीक है. So I won't say only, mostly or also. Because if you only practice with virtual calculator, na, then your speed will decrease. So at least 10 to 15 question daily, you should practice with virtual calculator. And use the short notes and formula sheet for revision. Okay. So you should regularly revise your short notes and formula sheet. Why they are important? To boost your confidence. So sometimes you might feel that you are forgetting the concepts, you are losing a track of the subject. So it will boost your memory, it will refresh the concept and increase your confidence, and maintain consistency more than intensity. A more than intensity, consistency is important. ऐसा नहीं कि मुझे ज्यादा घंटे पढ़ना है, लेकिन जितने घंटे पढ़ूंगा, डेली पढ़ूंगा, वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. There should be no break in your study rather than studying for more and more number of hours. If you can increase hours, well and good, but don't sacrifice consistency to increase the intensity. Okay. So do not just keep on attempting more and more tests without analyzing. Analysis is equally important as the test attempt. तो बहुत से बच्चे क्या करते हैं, लगातार टेस्ट देते जाते हैं, टेस्ट के बाद बैठ करके देखते हैं और सोचते नहीं है कि कहां इंप्रूवमेंट हो सकता है. तो बेटा वहां पे इंप्रूवमेंट कभी होगा भी नहीं. तो याद रहे एनालिसिस भी उतना ही जरूरी है जितना टेस्ट देना जरूरी है. And do not leave PYQ before test series. Your PYQ should be completed at least last 20 years before you go for test series. And without revising, do not attempt a test. Many people try to test themselves. Let me see how much I recall, how much I remember. That is a wrong approach. Because when you go to the exam, you will actually revise the syllabus and then you will attempt the exam. So same thing you should do with the test series. Before attempting the test, make sure that you revise well. Make sure all the formulas are fresh in your mind and then only attempt a test. Okay. तो खुद को चेक करने का कोई फायदा नहीं कि मुझे कोई सब्जेक्ट पढ़े 1 महीना हो गया, अब वो सब्जेक्ट कैसा है. आपको चेक ये करना है कि आपका सब्जेक्ट का नॉलेज बेस कैसा है, सब्जेक्ट में प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग एबिलिटी कैसी है, तो रिवाइज करो फिर टेस्ट दो. And always stimulate the exam environment. That means you should have a proper table and chair where you are sitting with your laptop. Using a mouse, you should attempt the test and you should not get up from your seat until you submit the test. बिना टेस्ट सबमिट करे उठना नहीं है, लगातार बैठ के टेस्ट देना है. एग्जाम वाला फीलिंग लेना बहुत जरूरी. ओके, so remember this is the cycle: revise, attempt, analyze, improve. So first you revise, then you attempt the test, then analyze the test. What are your strengths and weaknesses? Then improve in your weaknesses and again follow this same cycle if you want to improve. This is the golden rule for success, beta. Remember this. If you do this regularly, day by day, you will start seeing the improvement. And first focus should be on accuracy, then the focus should be on speed. Because sacrificing accuracy for speed is not worth it. So you should not always be chasing, attempting more and more problems. Rather than that, focus on improving the accuracy. And do not compare your result with how others are doing. Rather than that, compare with yourself. How you were yesterday at any topic and how you are today. That is what matters. Are you climbing the stairs of the success? Are you improving or not? If you are improving, then you are on the right track. देखो यार, गेट एक ऐसी रेस है ना जहां पे सब लोग अलग अलग पॉइंट से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. एवरीबडी स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट इज नॉट द सेम. So comparing yourself with any other aspirant doesn't make any sense. They might be quite ahead of you in the race. They might be giving their third or the fourth attempt. So do not compare. But check, are you able to improve or not? Okay. So during the attempt, what strategy you should follow? First, attempt the easy and direct question. Once you read a question, if you feel that you can easily solve it, you can solve it in a less amount of time, go after it. Otherwise, skip that and go for the next question. Now, while skipping, do you feel you can solve that question? Yes. So mark for review, then go to the next. If you do not have any idea about how to solve that question, then leave that unattempted. So three things or four things we will do. First is attempt and mark for review. If the question is easy and direct, we will attempt it. If we feel that we need to recheck it, there might be some error, then attempt plus mark for review. Easy है, direct है, बनाइए. और फिर भी उसके बाद कोई confusion है तो attempt करने के बाद mark for review रखिए. If the question is not that easy but you know you can solve it, mark for review. If you do not have any idea about the question at all, then keep it unattempted. Okay, keep it unattempted. So beta, always you should use the features given in the online test. Those features are your helping points only. They will help you grow. Okay, aptitude you can dedicate 10 to 20 minutes. Okay. Then technical subject you can dedicate like 90 minutes. So that is, I think 90 is too less. You can dedicate around 100 to 120 minutes. And then 20 to 25 minutes you can dedicate for revision out of 3 hours. And final 1 month, beta, you have to keep revising the formula. At least 5-6 mock tests in the exact exam environment and around 10 to 15 total mock test. अगर सारे मॉक टेस्ट एग्जाम एनवायरनमेंट में नहीं भी दे सकते तो 5 से 6 मॉक टेस्ट एग्जाम एनवायरनमेंट में जरूर दीजिए. एंड स्ट्रेंथन योर स्ट्रॉन्ग एरिया एंड सिक्योर योर मार्क्स. तो अपने जो स्ट्रॉन्ग एरियाज हैं उनको जरूर रिवाइज करना, बिकॉज टुडे व्हाट माइट बी योर स्ट्रेंथ, टुमारो दैट मे बिकम योर वीकनेस. So it's very important to keep your strong points very strong so that they don't become your weakness tomorrow. And smart guessing only, that is guess only if you are more than 50% sure, and do not guess in MCQ. In MSQ or NAT you can take the risk because there is no negative marking, but not in MCQ. Okay, not in MCQ actually. In MSQ or NAT you can take the risk, there is no negative marking. So that's it, beta. I hope this video helps you in improving your score for the GATE examination, improving your test series score. And remember, beta, right now we are running 50% discount on all the live courses using the code YT50 and 40% off on all the recorded courses using the code YT40. This offer will expire on Monday, 25th of August. So make sure you avail the offer before the offer ends. And for any queries, message us on the given WhatsApp number 70890 47561. Thank you.